I find her?
Emma Hall doesn't exist.
I demand justice.
They're looking for her. Then we better find her first.
Is there something you're not telling me?
There are so many things that all of us aren't telling each other all of the time.
Amy, Hamish, good morning from Las Vegas. How are you?
Good.
Terrific. How are you?
Oh, thank you so much for joining me today. I love this series. I'm 5 episodes in, and as soon as we're done here, I'm going to finish because I'm going crazy to find out what happens. And let's start with you, Amy. Mary's daughter isn't missing. She's always convinced that she was taken. Is there a difference?
Oh, yes. Yeah. I mean, she didn't go of her own volition, I believe. She was taken. She didn't wander off. She didn't run away.
And what sets in what I would call almost like a Herman Melville obsession. You know, it was like she just, everything else doesn't matter.
Yes, I love that. That's exactly right. Yeah, she is monofocused. She, I think, has created this entire nonprofit apparatus to, you know, help other people, but really to get more people looking for her daughter.
And you know, Amish, you know, John's a serial predator who helps Mary with her missing daughter, but he's reluctant at first, isn't he?
Well, he totally worships Mary and what her foundation does, and will do anything for her. He'll do anything for redemption. Unfortunately, the things she asks him to do aren't that healthy for him on his particular journey.
Yeah, I think that whole her missing persons or nonprofits a ruse. I think it's a cover for Mary to do what she wants and everything else. She doesn't care about anybody else. She absolutely doesn't.
Very judgmental. Mary has helped a lot of people.
But I think she did it. It's a means to an end. She did it just so she could find her daughter. I don't believe that. So, but Mary hires a monster to find a monster, doesn't she?
She does indeed. She does indeed. She needs a monster. Yeah. She. Yeah. I mean, I think that's. It's funny too, like thinking about it right now. It's like, I think until the story begins, until our pilot, she's been sort of in normal legal ways. And then when that stops, she's just got to go dark, and she goes to the dark side.
Yeah, and definitely you can't trust John. A leopard doesn't change its spots. And Amish, tell me about that scene in the truck about chewing gum. I mean, that was chilling. Tell me about how you guys staged that.
You know, I really don't like gum chewers. That's just a personal pet peeve of mine. So again, it was another scene in this series, no acting required, where I was really annoyed with Amy's choice of chewing gum all the way through the scene. That was all improvised. I was just like, come on. That is such an actor crutch, chewing gum to seem real.
It annoyed me too. It really did. and finally today, Amy, tell me about working with Harriet. I interviewed her just a few minutes ago. She was just, what a joy she was. What an intelligent storyteller.
What an intelligent storyteller, joyful, warm. She has the great thing I find that great writers, especially great television writers, once we were cast, we were the characters. Like she loved us. She loves us as people. She loved us. She loves the characters. Yeah, she actually, when I had read it and I was intrigued, but like talking to her really sealed the deal. And I said to her, is there anything that you like that I could watch that I could get in your head? And she turned me onto the show Happy Valley, which is so extraordinary. And I remember thinking, oh, if that's what we're going for, I'm good. So she just makes everything more complex and humane and smart.
Well, congratulations on a great series, incredible thrills. And thank you for talking to me, and we'll talk again soon. Thank you both.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jeffrey.